welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sinful Dolls, and I post videos about dolls and all that kind of related stuff. So if you are an original watcher, a viewer of my channel, you know that I've been gone for a little minute, but I'm back, and I'm back with a haul. So before I get into the haul, this is everything I got on a recent trip to Illinois. I went to go see one of my best friends. We met on Twitch. I don't know if you guys know what Twitch is, but we met on like Twitch, the gaming platform. I think like 8 years ago, maybe 7 or 8 years ago, we met on that platform, and we just kind of realized we were literally like the same person, different font, but everything else. Anyway, I went to go see her recently, and we did some shopping, we did some thrifting, and we went to some cute shops in Chicago, and I got a bunch of stuff, and I can't wait to show you guys. Like, I have so much stuff that I got, and I got this bag courtesy of my friend, shout out to her. But I got so much stuff that I cannot wait to show you guys everything that I got. But yeah, I got some dolls, I got some plushies, I went to Diaso for the first time, and like I said, some thrift stores. So this haul is going to be a lot. I know my channel is usually only related to dolls and stuff, but I do kind of want to expand my content a little bit more, because I collect a lot more than just dolls. I collect DVDs and stuffed animals, plushies, all that kind of stuff, Funkos, little figurines, all that kind of stuff. So I kind of wanted to show you guys this on this channel too. I mean, like, yeah, if you don't like this kind of content, I understand, but if you do like this content and you want to see more, definitely let me know. But let's get into the haul. Also, like, doll videos will be coming out soon. Like, I have so much stuff. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I will tell you that I thrifted some vintage Barbies when I went back to my own hometown in South Carolina. And I'm gonna do a separate video on those. And like, I got some thrifted doll clothes when I was in Chicago that I'll show you guys too. But for now, we're just gonna get into the haul. Like, I don't know what I'm even talking about, but I got some books, I got some DVDs, I got some dolls, plushies, all this kind of stuff. So anyway, yeah, so I'll just get the boring parts out, because I know you guys probably don't care, but I got a stack. I thrifted so many books and DVDs. So we went to a used bookstore. I'll put the names of every place that we went in the I'll either put it as like an image on the screen, or I'll put it in the description, because I don't remember everything, because it's like 2 weeks ago. But the first thing I thrifted from a Goodwill was Degrassi, The Next Generation season 9. So, and it has all the discs in here. So yeah, I love Degrassi. I don't know about you guys, but Degrassi like was a major part of my childhood growing up watching Degrassi. I found like the first 2 seasons, I think it's like either season 1 and season 2, or season 2 and season 3 of Degrassi, at a thrift store here in my hometown. This is not my hometown, why'd I lie? In the town that I currently live in. Like, I found that like a couple months, like maybe last year actually, not even a couple months ago. But yeah, I love Degrassi, and this is my shit. Like, I love Degrassi so much. I don't know about you guys, but I love Degrassi. This won't really be in order. I'm just gonna go by what type of stuff I got. So then we also went to a like other thrift store, and I got this American Girl Clever Letters book. Like, I used to love these American Girl books. Like, I don't know if it's in focus on my camera, because my focus thing is down here, but I used to have the Slumber Party, like Super Slumber Parties book, and the Groom Your Room book. The Groom Your Room like gave you ideas on how to decorate your room, and then I used to have this like AG like mini book that showed you how to make like miniature like rooms and stuff. Like, I used to have that book too, and I don't know, but it just has like little ways to like draw letters and stuff. Like, yeah, I could Google this, or I could look at Pinterest for stuff like this, but I don't know, stuff like this is fun. And I like to do I like to do like junk journaling and all that kind of stuff. So I like stuff like this, and I think I paid like $1 for this. But American Girl books, And then I got Anansi Boys by that man. We're not going to say his name because he's out there doing crazy stuff. But I bought this book a long time ago because I really wanted to read it because I used to watch the show American Gods, which is also based on a book by that guy. And I don't know, I wanted to read this book, so I rebought it. This was at a secondhand bookstore and it was like $5. I also got this book Monsterland. So I don't know if you guys ever watched the TV show. Like, it was a show on Hulu a couple years ago, but basically it was called Monsterland, and it was essentially all these like folk tale, like about monsters and stuff like that. And I did not know it was based on a book. The original book was actually called North American Lake Monsters, but they made it into a show, and then I really liked the show. And one of the episodes, which I thought was fun, because I also watched The Last of Us, but the first episode, like on the show, like it's on Hulu, you can watch it, it's really good. But the first episode, I think there's like this character, I don't want to spoil it, but basically the actress that plays Abby in The Last of Us, she's in there, and I was like, that's why she looked familiar. And then I got this book from Goodwill called Groupies, and it's pretty self-explanatory, but it's about groupies in the 70s, so I thought that was really cool. So that's it for the books that I got. Okay, so when we went to Goodwill, like I don't know if this Goodwill is like directly considered Chicago, I don't know, but we basically went to this Goodwill and I got these 2 huge bags of doll clothes, and there were like 3 bags. I don't know if the other one had doll clothes in it, which is why I passed on it. But the reason I grabbed this is because I saw this little baby in here. I saw the little baby. I saw this little baby. And this little baby reminded me of the babies that came with like the Happy Family Midge. Besides, it has a diaper on. Those didn't have diapers and stuff. And when I went back home to get like my old dolls, I found that I still have my African American Midge. She's just missing her belly because I took it out, but I can make a belly. But anyway, I was like, I saw this and I saw like a American Girl water bottle, and I was like, I'm just gonna get them. It's $3. Y'all, you're not gonna believe. Here's a sneak peek at one thing I found. This is a Barbie fashion model dress for the Silkstones. I'll insert a picture. I'm gonna go through these in a separate video to show you guys everything I got, because I got like 2 full Barbie fashion model outfits. And if you know anything about what the Barbie fashion model sets sell for, mind you, this is just a fashion pack for the Barbie fashion model. These sell like for like $60 or more incomplete on the secondhand market. And I got 2 fully complete. I think this one is only missing 1 glove. The other one that I got is fully complete. Well, not fully. It's missing the purse. But to get these in a bag for $3, bruh, unbelievable. But oh my gosh, I'm so glad I grabbed the bag. The crazy part about it was, y'all are not, like, I was kind of disappointed because the other thing, let me see if I can get her out. This is a Fashion Fever Leah. Is this Leah or Kayla? I think this is Leah, but this is like, she's like from the tropical. I'll put pictures of everything so you guys can see, but like I said, I'm gonna go through these in a separate video with the other dolls that I thrifted from back home. But bruh, I was a little disappointed. So like, we went to this Goodwill with my friend, like that's where I got the Degrassi DVD, and I got like a book, and I was kind of disappointed because I was like, they don't really have anything here. It was like in a suburban area, but I was like, and I felt kind of like, my friend knows that I collect dolls. Like, she knows that. She actually gave me a baby Sasha. I'll show you guys that in a minute, because we made like gift baskets for each other. But she knows that I collect dolls and stuff, but I still felt a little awkward like looking for dolls, because you know, it just felt a little awkward. We were thrifting together in the store. My wife is used to it. My wife knows how I am, and you know. But it was just a little awkward, and I felt bad because this is all I found. But I was like, wait, this is a Kayla and Leah, like face molds for Barbie, are like some of my favorites. They really remind me of my childhood. But I found her, and I was just like, they don't really have a lot of good stuff here. They had like a Barbie airplane, all that kind of stuff, and I was just like, meh. So we walked further around the Goodwill, and then I ended up seeing some photo albums. I got a photo album for my mother-in-law, and I got a photo album for my mom. And I was just like, meh. But while I was over there looking at the photo albums, I saw like there were these 2 women, and like they were resellers. because they had parked their cart, like they had all kind of like electronics and stuff in their cart, and they had like parked it in front of like this one section, and they were like looking up, like, because I could see on their phone, because they were blocking the way, and I was trying to get around them with my cart, but they were blocking it. And like I saw them, they were like on their phone, like looking up the prices and stuff, and like listing stuff to their Mercari and their eBay. Like they had an iPad, and like I'm not nosy, but I could see, because I'm like, what are they doing that they're blocking the aisle? And they were just looking up all the stuff. And so these two bags were like laying on this like shelf, like where their cart was in front of, and I was like peeking around, but they were blocking it, so I couldn't get through with my cart. So I just kind of reached around them and grabbed these two bags, but I didn't get the third one. There was like a third one and like a doll that it could have been like a My Generation, but it looked like an American Girl, but I couldn't tell. And I don't know if these were theirs and they were gonna, but they didn't have it in their cart, so I took it. It wasn't in their cart, it was on the shelf in front of their cart, so I took it because I was like, bruh, I saw that baby. All I need to see was that little Barbie baby to be like, yes, I need this. And I'm so glad I got it, because I got like some Grail stuff. There are also some Complete Fashion Avenue sets in here too. Yeah, it was a score. It was a score, y'all. Like, I am so happy. Like, I was gonna be so disappointed in the thrift experience, but bro, I found some good stuff, and I can't wait to show you guys everything that I found in here. I've been trying to go through and like ID the stuff, but like I said, I paid $3 for both of these. This is $6 worth of doll clothes. Vintage, well, it is vintage. 90s and early 2000s Barbie, good quality clothing before they started making everything out of colored paper. I was so happy. This paid for itself just from the nostalgia and the happiness along. It paid for itself. But yeah, I can't wait to show you guys what's in here. And I was very happy about Kayla too. I paid like $2 for her, which is, I don't like paying that much for a single Barbie, but listen, it paid for itself. It paid for itself. But yeah, I was so happy, y'all. Like, I cannot wait to show you guys what I got. So now I really need to get a Barbie fashion model. Like, I've always wanted the Silkstone Barbies. Like, I have vintage Barbies, but I want a Silkstone. Like, I really, I've gone down the rabbit hole of Silkstone Barbies, and it's like so insane. Like, it's so insane. Like, yeah. Y'all, like, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Okay, so next we went to the store called Value Village, and I had never been to a Value Village before, but the first thing I got was this fake Prada. It was like $15, which I don't mind because it's a spacious bag, and like, I don't care that's fake. It's cute. Like, it's fucking cute as shit. Like, I don't care. But yeah, it's very spacious on the inside, and I was happy about that because listen, cute. It's so cute. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care about fake bags. That doesn't bother me none. Like, listen, because I ain't got Prada money, and even if I did, I'm not paying that much for a purse. But yeah, cute. And then the next thing I got was this little cow Karalakuma. I love Karalakuma so much, and Ralakuma. But and this was $5. So I saw this. This was the first thing I spotted when we went into the Value Village, and I was like, oh, I need it. I need it. And I told my wife, I was like, that's Karalakuma, like this one I told you about, I need it. But like, they had it behind the counter, so you had to wait for like the person to come over, and the guy, like, he kept walking away to help other people or do other things. And so I stood there, and my wife was like, I was like, you need to go get him. I also spotted like a huge bag of Barbies on the floor, and I was like, I need to see those Barbies. I need to see what's in there. So my wife like flagged down the guy, brought him over, and I was like, I want that, because there was a lady that kept circling around. I was like, oh, I have to stand my ground. I have to stand my guard, because I want this. I need it. I don't know if it's authentic. I don't know. It has the tag, and it has the I don't know if it's real. I really don't care. Like I said, I don't care about having fake stuff. It doesn't matter to me, because I'm not trying to impress anybody, so I don't care if it's not authentic. Like, I don't care. If I can get a deal and it looks cute, that's all I care about. I don't care if it's not authentic Sanrio. That's actually really funny. When I was in the used bookstore, the lady complimented me because I was wearing my Kuromi hoodie and my purse. As you can see, I have my Kuromi on my purse too, and the lady, she was like, oh, you really like Kuromi, huh? And I was like, yeah. Kuromi tattoo right there. I don't know if y'all can even see that on camera, but yes, if you don't know, Kuromi is my favorite Sanrio character. And she was like, yeah, you really like, you know, are you going? She asked me if I was going to the Miniso in town or any of the other stores or whatever, like in Chinatown or whatever. And I was like, yeah, we're doing that tomorrow. I was like, yeah, we're going tomorrow, because we're going with my friend. And the one lady was like, yeah, I don't really care for the fake stuff, because, you know, they might put a nose on a character that's not supposed to be there or something like that. And I was like, listen, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Like, I do have authentic, like, Sanrio stuff, but I don't care. Like, I really don't care. I just like it. If it's cute, give it to me. Like, I don't care. But yeah, this was $5. The bag of Barbies was $28. There was like 5 Barbies in there, and they weren't even anything like spectacular. And I was like, y'all are smoking crack. Like, even the cashier guy, he was like, this is not worth $28 at all. They're crazy. And I was like, exactly. But I got this, and I'm just so happy. It's so cute and so big, and like I paid $5 for this. So if it's authentic, or even if it wasn't, if you went to like the Sanrio store, or it's Ralakuma, yeah, it is Sanex. I'm not stupid, it is Sanex. But even if it was like legitimate, like Sanex merch, or even if it was like at a bootleg store, I would be paying like $20 for this or more. So I got it for $5, and that's all that matters. But yeah, yeah, cute. So okay, so now is gonna be stuff that I got not thrifted, but stuff that me and my friend got each other, and what I found at other places. What just fell? Something fell. So first, my friend and I made baskets for each other. We put like snacks in there and like cutesy stuff that each other would like. And my friend got me this little Bratz baby Sasha, because she knows I love Bratz babies. She knows I love Bratz. So yeah, I got Sasha. I love Sasha. It's my girl. I also have a Sasha tattoo. I feel like I've showed y'all that before, but that's my damn, how can I angle my arm so you can see my tattoo? But this is my Pretty and Punk Sasha tattoo. But yeah, Sasha was always one of my favorite characters growing up. So yeah, she's so cute. So cute. And then for my friend, I got her one of these little fake labubus from Five Below. They're called lababies or something like that. I got these in my hometown, but this is what they look like. They're so cute, and I only got these 2, and I wish there was more, but I still didn't have any. And I got her like snacks and like makeup-y stuff too. She also got me some lashes, but I don't know where they are. I think they're still in the car. And then something is missing. Oh yeah, she got me some beauty. This is an eyeshadow, and it's called Electric Butterfly. If I can open this, but it's a really pretty like holographic eyeshadow, because I love makeup. I'm actually filming this at my makeup desk, but you can't see all my stuff. But it's like Half Moon Magic, and open. Very eco packaging, but it's a very iridescent purple, because I love stuff like that. And then also I got this little Gur keychain. It's Gur. You can't really see it on my camera, but it's Gur in there. I love Gur. I love Invader Zim. And then let's see. So we went to Chinatown together, and I'll try to insert some clips, but we got like these little fake Sony Angels, because I love Sony Angels. I think they're so cute. But this one, they don't really look like the packaging, but we did like unboxings in the car, and this one is like a little goat. I'm gonna repaint it because it doesn't look exactly like it does on the box, but I'm gonna repaint it eventually. And I also got another one. Let me show y'all which one it's supposed to be, if my camera will focus on it. It's supposed to be that one, but it doesn't really look like that at all. So this is the other ones that I got. They're like keychains, and I got this one, and they were only like $5. Like, I know they're fake, but like I said, I don't care. And this is the one on my purse that I got and it came with a little keychain, which I thought was so cute. So yeah, I got my girl. I got Karomi, this little schoolgirl Karomi, and she's so cute. I think I paid like $14 for this, I think. But like I told y'all, I love Kuromi. That's my girl. So anything for Kuromi. Anything for Kuromi. Okay, so next, this is Diaso. And this bag didn't come from Diaso, this Hello Kitty bag. My wife got this bag. So, okay, so we went to this sketchy thrift store. I don't know. I'll talk about that at the end, but we went to the sketchy thrift store because all the reviews online, because I really wanted to go toy shopping. Like, my whole point was I wanted to look for dolls. I wanted to see the thrift scene in a big city because I don't live in a very big city. Where I live currently, the thrifting is not good. Like, everything's picked over, and I think I talked about this in a video before, but we have a really big antique thrift mall in the area, and you don't find a lot of toys and stuff in the thrift stores because the guy who runs the toy part of the antique thrift store, he has like a working relationship with all the thrift stores, so they give him first dibs to any dolls and action figures that they get, which I think is fucked up, but that's besides the point. So you never really find good stuff here in the thrift store, so I really wanted to look at the thrifts elsewhere. So I found this place on Google. I found two places actually, and yeah, the one that we went to was kind of sketchy, and I'll talk about that at the end. I'll give y'all an overview of my thrift experience and stuff at the end, but yeah, but my wife got this bag. She had a cute bag. That's one plus of the thrift store, is a cute bag. But I just put my Diaso stuff in here because I've never been to Diaso before and I was so excited. So the first thing I got from Diaso was like this, these are bags, foldable bags. So one thing I did not know about Chicago when I got there was I did not know that they charge fees for bags. So if you ever go to Chicago and you're like in the actual metro city part of Chicago, not on the outskirts, bring reusable bags or they're going to charge you for a bag. So yeah, so I did not know that, but we went to Diaso and we got these. I got this black one, my wife got this star print one, and she also has like a rose one, but it's not in the room with me and I'm not going to get it. So guess what, a Kuromi little trash can thing. It has like a whoop. I don't know where I'm gonna put this exactly. They have like Q-tips on the packaging, but I will either make this like a desk trash can, or I might put like my sponges in here. I don't know yet, but I'll do something with it. And then next I got this cute little Sanrio pillowcase. So put my vitamins in here and stuff, or stuff I put in my purse. And I just got this pack of safety pins. I don't really need them, but I just bought it. And then I got a Kuromi shower cap. And then I got this back like loofah sponge thing. It's kind of like an African net sponge, but obviously this is not African. And I got this little Kuromi like coin purse thing for my purse. My wife got me this Kuromi keychain at the store that we were in Chinatown. She got me this because my wife supports my addiction, but she's like a little witchy Kuromi because my wife always calls me a witch. But and then I got this little gold Kuromi charm. I might put these on my charm bracelet, I don't know. But she has a Hello Kitty hat. And I got Hello Kitty bandages. I think I got these bandages. I might have gotten these in Chinatown when I got the other stuff, but I think I just put it in this bag. But purse bandages. And then lastly, for the Diaso stuff, I got this Kuromi little coin pouch. So there's never any question who my favorite Sanrio character is there. I'm still not done. I think I have, okay, so we also went to this jewelry store when we were in Chinatown called Wind Time Jewelry, and I just got this ring. It's fake, obviously, but you couldn't really tell, like, it's costume jewelry, but it looks good. And it's like this little black stone with like little fake diamonds around it. And I got one for my mom too. And then I got this bracelet. It's not like, obviously it looks kind of like diamond, but it's not diamonds for real. And then I got this necklace, if I can pick it up. But I got this necklace. Like, I don't know if it's gonna really do it justice on camera because my camera's kind of janky sometimes, but it has like this little ball part that kind of reminds me of like not Betsy Johnson, Vivienne Westwood. You know, I'll put a picture of what I mean, like the little spear with like the little bow or whatever, but that's what it reminded me of. So I got that, and that's what I got at the jewelry store. So now I'm almost done. Okay, so lastly, Five Below. So I got some Hello Kitty socks because I did not expect it to be so cold when we went, and I needed socks because it was very cold. So I got some Hello Kitty socks, and then I got this oh my gosh, my voice cracked. This Hello Kitty travel mug. I love when mugs have lids, and it has a lid so you can put your straw in there, and I just think that is so cool. I love mugs like this. The only thing I hate is that it's not microwavable, but yeah, so I think that is it for my Chicago haul, my Chicago trip haul. Like I said, I got some thrifted stuff, I got some other stuff, I just got a bunch of stuff, honestly. But yeah, it was a great experience. I really enjoyed the city. I wish I had more time. We were only there for 3 days, and I had a good time. Like I said, I got to meet in person one of my like best friends, one of my like my friends who I, you know, have been able to be myself and be weird and all those things with for so many years. So it was great to finally meet her in person. Yeah, I had a good time. Like, it was just good. It was good to spend a trip with my wife because we've both been so busy with work and life that we haven't had time to just really hang out and do something that's not related to family or work. So it was really fun. I can't wait to go back. At least I know I will be more prepared going back, and I'll be able to check out more things. But yeah, so back to like the only weird thing, I don't know, like the only weird experience I had was one of the toy thrift stores that we went to. I was reading reviews online before we went, so we went to 2. I wanted to go to more, but we didn't have time. But one of them that we went to, I will show, I don't know, should I show that? Basically, I saw a picture, like I was looking at popular toy thrift stores in the area, and I found this one that had decent reviews. And I'm a critical person. I like to look at the critical reviews, and I like to look at the raving reviews. I like to look at the in-between. I like to look at it all to get like a full picture. And I saw they had all kind of like dolls. They had Monster High, they had Bratz, they had Ever After High, they had Littlest Pet Shop, they had LOL OMG, they had everything. And the pictures looked amazing, like pristine shelves of dolls. And I was like, oh, I was like, I was like, you know, I feel like it might be a little pricey, but I was like, listen, we're on vacation. I'm willing to spend a little bit more if it's good quality stuff. And I also wanted to go because my wife's birthday is next week, and I really wanted to look for gifts for her because my wife loves Littlest Pet Shop and stuff like that. So I really wanted to look for stuff for her. She also likes action figures, figurines, comic books. Oh, we also went to comic book stores, but I don't really care much about comics, so I didn't really post that stuff because that's more my wife's thing. But anyway, you know, I was like, I want to make this a good trip for her. I want to look for stuff for me, and I want to look for stuff for, you know, her for her birthday and blah, blah, blah. So I looked at reviews. Reviews were decent. Some people did say some things were overpriced. There was one review where a guy was saying that essentially the owner was, you know, kind of arguing with them because they were charging like, the owner was charging like retail price for a Funko Pop. And it was not like a super in demand Funko Pop. It was a new Funko Pop that you could go get like in store, like, you know, for that same price. But, you know, obviously it might not be available at every store, but it was a new release, so it shouldn't be more than like $12 to $15, you know, because that's typical like Funko prices and stuff like that. So basically this person said that like the owner like argued with them, was like calling them names or stuff and telling them, you know. And even in the review, like they were responding, like I think it's weird when people like respond to like reviews instead of handling it in private or something, but whatever. Other people said like, you know, some stuff was overpriced, and especially for the conditions. And I was like, okay, you know, I did pay attention to that one, because it's like, you know, that is kind of crazy if you're charging over like a huge price for something that's not good quality. But anyway, so the person, like the owner, was like responding to this person, like being like, oh, maybe you had a bad day, blah blah blah. And I was like, that's kind of weird. But anyway, we went. The outside of the store looked a little crazy, a little janky. Now I know you can't really handle what the outside looks like in a city, whatever, blah. So then we, you know, I recorded a little bit outside. I might insert the clips, like, I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to bash a business at all, but we went in, and when we went in, it did not look like how it looked in the video, like in the reviews. It looked kind of crazy, kind of janky, I'm not gonna lie. And we go in, it's really dusty. My friend started getting like sick from the dust and everything. It was messy, very unorganized. It looked like a hoarder house. And it's like, if you're selling like vintage stuff, like I know sometimes, you know, that's kind of a thing when you go to vintage stores, but I don't know, it was just a little off-putting. And then there's like a huge dog in there, like on a rope, that obviously did not like people being in there. And I remember I wish I recorded a little bit, but I picked up like an Ever After High Cupid doll, and she was dirty, she was grimy, greasy. Like, I felt like I need to wash my hands after touching the doll. And I was like, huh. And I asked the lady how much it was. She told me $20. And I was like, for a dirty, grimy doll. Like, if she had said 15, I might be like, I would still be like, because honestly, it was not worth more than 10 to me, with the condition that she was in, and the amount of money you would have to put into it to make her look a little new. And she didn't have all her accessories and stuff either, so it was just like, maybe I'm just cheap. But if I'm gonna be paying $20 for a 10-year-old doll, you better make that bitch look decent. At least wash the doll, at least clean the doll. Why is she dirty? Why is she greasy? So that was kind of I was just like, and she kept like trying to get us to explore the rest of the store, but like the dog was like going crazy, and she had to keep going back to like talk. Like, I did not feel comfortable, and I was like, I don't know your dog. I am a person. I don't know. I know some dogs are, not really comfortable around certain groups. I just did not feel comfortable, and it just was not appealing to be in there. It was kind of crazy. Everything was a little overpriced. Like some of the games, like she had like DS games and all this kind of stuff, and I was like, I didn't even want to look at the rest of the store, because I was like, if you're already charging these prices for the unboxed, dirty, matted dolls and stuff, I just know you probably want hundreds for the stuff in boxes, or the stuff in better condition. So I was like, So then my wife came in, and my wife wanted to look for something for her brother, and she found like this one piece like Funko, and it was a little overpriced for the condition of the box and stuff like that. My wife did it anyway. Like, it was a decent price. Like, it was a little bit overpriced, but it was decent. I don't know if it's an authentic one. I hope, for what my wife paid for it. She didn't pay too much. She paid like $25 for it, but it was for her brother, so she didn't mind paying the price. But the lady was like, oh, the card reader's not working, you got to put your card in. And my wife was like, because it was like the store looked sketchy, so my wife was a little worried about putting her actual number, her actual credit card number and all that stuff in. But she did, and we were just like, please watch your card. Like, please watch your card for anything crazy. Like, I'm not saying this woman is a scammer, but you never know. Just watch your card, make sure there's no crazy purchases or anything on there. And then the crazy part is, like, about a week after we got home, my wife got like a letter from LexisNexis. If you don't know what like LexisNexis is, like connected to Equifax and background checks, credit scores, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh Lord, she got you. But then my wife read the letter, and they were like, no, like, your stuff was leaked back in December, but we're sending you an email now, and we're sending you this mail now in case anything looks crazy. And I was like, thank goodness that lady didn't scam you, but still watch your card. Anyway, I don't know, it was a weird experience. We went to the next one. The other guy, he also had kind of crazy reviews. Like, people were saying like he was kind of rude, he was kind of mean. or whatever, and he was also responding back to people. But we went to his store. He had cheap prices. He was more of like an action figure store. He had like a lot of horror figures, Funko Pops. He had a couple dolls. He had like a Dancing with the Stars Barbie, some boxed Barbie, stuff like that. He didn't have too much. I was mostly looking for dolls. My wife was looking for action figures and stuff like that. But his prices were more decent, more reasonable. I was gonna get a Chucky, the Neko Toys, like Chucky set, but I ended up not getting it. I was like, but I did get a Funko from my wife. I got her Batman the animated series Harley Quinn, because my wife loves Harley Quinn, and Poison Ivy, so I did get her that as one of her birthday gifts. But yeah, overall some stores left a lot to be desired, but others were good. I was happy with the stuff that I got. Like I said, going to that Goodwill on the final day and finding those bags of doll clothes and finding that Leah doll really kind of made it a lot better. But like I said, overall I'm pleased with the trip. I had a fun time, had a great time. Like I said, it was good getting to see a friend that I've known for years and just never met physically, and it was great, you know, experiencing a new culture, because I grew up in a very not small town, but compared to Chicago, pretty small, very kind of country, kind of like, you know, so it was good. It was interesting to go to a big city that actually has like the more diverse and, you know, big city downtown type city, you know. So yeah, I can't wait to go back. I had a good time. Like I said, I'll be more prepared next time. I'll kind of know where things are, what to do. But yeah, I don't know if you guys like this kind of video. I don't even know if y'all even care to watch this kind of video. I don't know. But if you like this video, definitely leave a comment down below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Let me know if you're interested in more like not completely doll related hauls, or yeah, like, yeah, just let me know what you guys want to see in the future, and I will definitely take that into consideration. But yeah, I'm going to head out. I've been recording for a super long time and I'm getting kind of hungry. It's time for lunch, so I will see y'all in my next video. Like I said, I will be doing a separate video discussing the dolls that I thrifted and going through that bag with y'all to show y'all everything I got at the Goodwill. But yeah, bye guys.